Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, just joining us through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. This is part of our Music and Youth segment today, and we're welcoming back a guest that we've spoken to before. Holly Robinson Peete is back with us. You guys know her as an actor. She's also a best-selling author. We had her on the program last year discussing her book, Charlie Makes a Splash. She's also done a lot of great work with her husband and the Holly Robinson Foundation as well. But one of the things she's been raising awareness about is something that over 30 million Americans are suffering with, and that is overactive bladder, OAB. We're going to talk to Holly not only about, of course, the success she's been able to have, but also using her platform to address this and let you know questions you should be asking your doctor as well. Holly, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's great to talk to you again.
Yeah, you know, you've had a lot going on, Holly. We had a chance to talk to you after you got your Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then, of course, you released Charlie Makes a Splash. And this year, of course, having the work you're doing with the Holly Robinson Foundation being recognized. Talk to us about this experience, Holly. What has it been like for you to use your platform the way you have and to see the difference you've been able to make?
Well, you know, Cyrus, the role of advocate is one I'm extremely proud of, as you know. And I love talking about things that people don't necessarily talk about. It helps people feel seen. It gives information that you may not get. I remember when we got the diagnosis of autism, I didn't see a lot of advocacy out there. I didn't hear, celebrities really using their platform to talk about it. And I know that was helpful to so many. So, it's a role that I'm very proud of. And so I've been partnering with Sumitomo Pharma America as part of their Time to Go campaign, which brings attention to overactive bladder, or OAB, which is a chronic condition that creates a feeling of a sudden urge to urinate that is difficult to control, and a condition that I'm personally affected by. So it was a natural fit.
Yeah. So let's get more into that, Holly, because as you said, you've been able to bring attention to a lot of different things. So when did you first notice symptoms, and what finally made you speak up when it comes to overactive bladder?
I first started experiencing OAB symptoms a few years ago. I knew something was going on because I just had this urgent need to go. It just didn't feel like a normal need to go. And it was like now, right, at work, at home, wherever I was, in public places, at public events. And I would just go everywhere I would go. I would just immediately find out where the bathroom was. And, when I had to go, it was like I had to go. And I thought, I'm a woman of a certain age. I thought, okay, maybe this is just like menopause or I have 4 kids. As busy working women, we tend to sort of just, shoo away these kind of symptoms as something normal. But then I found myself just really adjusting many areas of my life more and more and avoiding invitations and places I would usually go. I just stopped doing those things.
And now we have someone like you raising awareness about this. I mentioned in my intro, Holly, that over 30 million Americans suffer with OAB. So when it comes to discussing this with our doctors, and hopefully our audience has a doctor that they've been going to and they trust, what kind of questions should they be asking when it comes to OAB, Holly?
Well, first of all, seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's really rather a step towards taking control. And I was nervous to talk to my doctor. I just had built up this whole scenario in my head, just imagining this like really awkward conversation. And I just thought, he'll dismiss whatever I'm telling him, as some of these other things that I thought I was going through. But as I shared my experiences with my doctor, he really just assured me that I was not alone. Like you said, approximately 33 million people in America are experiencing these symptoms. So there was just a lot of stigma around it. But when I left and finished talking to him, I felt like empowered, right? I felt like, oh, okay, I really understand the missing piece of the puzzle about my overall health. And that's why I'm really proud to be part of this Time to Go campaign to, help people feel more seen and heard and empower them to talk to their doctor.
Love that. And I love the fact, too, that you're showing by example, Holly, that you don't have to let it control you. And I also love the point you made about being able to seek help. It's not a sign of weakness. Because I think for a lot of people, especially us guys, we don't always like to do that. And a lot of times we end up suffering with conditions like this, and we don't get the attention that we need. What would you like to share with our audience, then, Holly, about managing your symptoms?
Well, before I was diagnosed, managing my symptoms was tough. Like I said, I would map out all the bathrooms. I would carry around pads. I would, not drink as much water, which, we know that's not good. And I just was trying so hard to sort of mask these symptoms of frequency, leakage episodes, and urgency, like constantly. And it really got in the way of the things that I want to do in my life. And so, managing that was difficult. And it really, just like I said, took a conversation with a girlfriend to get me to go to the doctor and come up with a treatment. And Gemtesa, since starting Gemtesa, my OAB symptoms are reduced. And it's just giving me more time to focus on the things that I love.
Love that. And I really appreciate you, Holly, and all the great things you've been able to do for so many, especially with the Holly Rod Foundation, but also sharing this very personal story when it comes to OAB and how you've been able to find help. Again, everyone, Holly Robinson Peete has been our guest. Holly, where can our audience go to learn more information? Oh,
definitely check out timetogo.com to learn more about OAB and Gemtesa. And there you can meet our go-getters. These are patients that are sharing stories about OAB and Gemtesa and their journey.
All right. Holly, thank you again. Really appreciate you stopping back by and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Yep. Thanks, Cyrus. Talk to you next time.
All right. Take care. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Again, part of our Music and You segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.